Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Moto In Depth. This channel has been fun so far. I'm really enjoying it, and I can't wait to bring you guys more. But today, the main topic is: will Eli Tomac actually retire? And the problem is with this is I don't know if he will or will not. It's very hard to tell. At this point, I think he's a man of his word, and he says that his contract is up. He never says that he is confirmed to retire after this Supercross season. So if, for those of you who don't know, or for those of you who don't know, Eli Tomac is considering retirement after this Supercross season, considering his contract is up. But if he's still contending for wins, it's going to be hard for him to quit, especially the first year of the Super Motocross playoffs or whatever. I'm sure he'd like to be the first winner of that as well. I feel like that'd be something special for sure. And a couple years back, it was probably 2018 or 19, in an interview, he ended up saying that as long as he can contend for the win, is as long as he'll go for. So he's still winning like hell. He's been incredible. This Supercross season so far has 4 wins already to start the season, I believe, is the number, and that is just crazy. And to really look at a guy like Eli Tomac and say, we've never seen a guy at his age do what he's doing. I mean it. I don't think that there's ever been anyone out there at 30, at 31, 30, at his age, basically, doing what he's doing, and that is winning 4 of the first 6 races in an AMA Supercross series with a lot of fast guys behind him. Probably the most stacked that this field has been and or has ever been. It's been so incredible to watch, in my opinion, and I'd hate to see him stop anytime soon. His domination is fun to watch, but it is getting old, for sure. It's kind of like Jet Lawrence, in a sense. You love the kid, you love the rider. Do you love him winning everything? It gets kind of old pretty fast, and Eli Tomac, with that funk in Florida, or in the funk in Tampa, had a chance to make it interesting for everyone else, and then rebounds. Chase actually is the better rider, in my opinion. At this point, you guys will see my rankings maybe tomorrow or something. I'm not sure. I had to do top 5s for the 250 guys with honorable mentions, and I do top 10s in the 450 class with honorable mentions. You guys should be seeing that soon. I'll definitely be updating those. But yeah, good stuff all around this season from Eli Tomac and all of his competitors and whatnot. And like I said, he has Chase Sexton, that is phenomenal as a rider. And right now, it's hard to tell if you'll ever win a race. Obviously, that's just jokes. Obviously, he's going to win a race this year. I'd put a lot of money on it. I'd put a lot of everything on it. Obviously, has already won one, that Triple Crown, but he'll win another. If I had to guess, he'd win at least 3 by the end of the season. I think once he has that first win, where he can maybe take whole shot or something and lead all the way through the race, I think that might be one of his best bets. And if it's not there, I think that'll end up being kind of one of those things where if he comes back from the back of the pack where he has nothing to lose, I think that might be another scenario. But I don't know. We've seen Tomac survive so many different things throughout the years, and to think that he's number 3 tied all time with Ricky Carmichael in Supercross wins in the main events and whatnot at 48, and he's still out there winning at 30 plus years old. So it's just ridiculous to continue to watch him develop and continue to grow as a rider. He's about as complete as it gets right now in the class. Chase Sexton still has to put those pieces together. Webb is good at so many things, but what he's not good at, he's quite average at, and he doesn't have that real top end speed like you see a lot of guys say that Sexton has, or you have, guys that were early in their career were absolute shredders. You think of James Stewart, and the way, okay, I'll dive into this for just a second. This could be its own video on its own here. But I think that the Supercross GOAT is Jeremy McGrath, Motocross GOAT is Ricky Carmichael, and the fastest rider of all time is James Stewart. That is where it is. I don't think that there's a total GOAT in general. I don't think that you could say Ricky Carmichael's the GOAT. I don't think you could say that, but I don't know, a lot of guys do, and I don't disagree, but I'm just saying I think that a lot of other guys up there, the top 3 that I just mentioned, maybe Eli Tomac is entering that GOAT conversation, especially if he continues to go on, and if he doesn't retire, which is what this whole video was supposed to be about. But now I'm just kind of ranting about random stuff. But yeah, I think that GOAT conversation gets close, especially with Eli Tomac, and then some guys might even say Chad Reed, but I don't think that he really is considered a GOAT of our sport. But Eli Tomac, this is about him retiring, and I don't see it. Personally, to make a prediction of my own, is Eli Tomac retiring? No, probably not. Is there a chance? Hell yes. There will always be a chance that a guy of 30 plus and still racing is going to retire. And I think that a guy that has a high chance of doing so is Eli Tomac, perhaps the highest in the class, of the factory riders. Obviously, Barsha's older. Kenny is like 28 or something like that. Sorry, I'm kind of adjusting my hair right now. You've got so many guys at so many different ages, and to look around the sport right now and kind of see where the sport is headed, you have this young top end talent with Jet Lawrence, the Lawrence brothers really, and Chase Sexton, and then you have all these old veteran guys that are shifting out, and then you've got guys in the middle like Cooper Webb, Malcolm Stewart. I'm not quite sure if you can consider him. Obviously, he's a veteran, but I'm not sure if you can consider him one of those old guys or a vet to be precise or whatever you want to say. But yeah, you've got a lot going right now. If you're Supercross and motocross, the Super Motocross Championship is only one step towards the right like spot, and I think that the sport has so much potential and so much room to grow, and I think that we need to see that exceed to the full extent. But I think one thing that can help with that is keeping Eli Tomac around. So if you're Star Racing, I mean, you are hooking up that bike for Eli Tomac right now. He is absolutely loving it. You can tell that he's having the time of his life. Every time he's up on that podium, he's smiling. Every time that he's talking positive. It's really fun to see. In all honesty, I mean, you look at a guy that is happy in his 30s racing against the fastest and baddest dudes right now. And I don't think that you can take that and say he's retiring for sure. I think that's a little bit of a dent. I don't think that you can say that. I don't think you could say that with 100% confidence, even if you are Eli Tomac. I'm not even sure if Eli Tomac knows what Eli Tomac's going to do. I don't know. Probably up there training in Colorado thinking about it right now. And if not, he's probably got a lot of thinking to do come the end or the last 3 or 4 rounds. And that might be clouding his races in his mind in those races for sure. But that will probably conclude this video. I think I recapped everything I needed to. I don't think that I need to say anything else. I think that this is fun. I think that this was good. I think I can't wait to do more of these style videos. Like I said, I think tomorrow will be top 10 and top 5 riders for you guys. And maybe I'll do a predictions, maybe an Arlington predictions video as well. I'm not sure what I'm going to do yet. We'll definitely have to set stuff up like this for sure. I've got to start writing down video ideas and whatnot for this channel as well. So that'll be all for me. Thank you guys for watching. I'm going to be signing off. Consider subscribing and liking. It means the world.